We recently completed our yearly West Coast due diligence trip where we go to Calgary and Vancouver and visit some of the investment managers there. We thought it would be worth investors hearing about some of the highlights of our trip. The first stop on our trip was Mawer, and there have been some changes in the leadership function at the firm.
Yeah, the big changes have really come with Jim Hall. Over the last few years, we started to have some concerns about the number of responsibilities that he had. I mean, he was essentially acting as president, he was CIO, he was director of research, really running the whole operation, and it gave us some pause about how much time he was actually able to spend running money. He's since divided out a lot of those responsibilities. He hired Michael Metz as president last year, and he's now divided out the director of research and deputy CIO responsibilities that have allowed him to really focus a lot more time on running money.
Yeah. Another change at Mawer was the change of role for Jeff Moe on Mawer New Canada.
Yeah, that's a fund that we've had our eye on for a while. Martin Ferguson's, he's won awards in the past. It's a manager that we've thought pretty highly of. And over the last couple of years, he's brought up Jeff Moe first as a research analyst, and then last year he became co-manager.
Yeah. So I guess in his change of responsibilities, he has now taken on decision-making responsibility for the fund as well. So not only will he be researching some of the names, but him and Martin Ferguson will be jointly making final decisions on what stocks go in out of the portfolio and what the weights will be of the specific names.
Yeah, we wanted to speak to Jeff because we wanted to get a sense of his investment philosophy. As you said, he's now a trigger puller, which is a bit of a change in responsibility for him. And there are a number of different ways that co-managers can set up funds. There are times that both managers have to sign off on any trades. Some situations, one can trade around names, but to add a name or remove a name, they need both to sign off. And then there are other situations where each manager can kind of make decisions independently.
Yeah. Another firm that we visited in Vancouver was Leith Wheeler, and that's a firm that we've been keeping an eye on primarily because of a sub-advisory relationship with Tradewinds. That's a firm that lost the CIO, David Iben, and a bunch of people from the global equity team in general, and they sub-advise for the international equity mandate at Leith Wheeler. So this was something that we'd written about in the past just to keep an eye on, for investors to keep an eye on, and we spoke to Leith Wheeler, and for now it appears as if though they are comfortable with Tradewinds continuing to act as the sub-advisor. However, it is something that both Leith Wheeler and we are keeping a close eye on just to ensure that there is some continuity in investment process and philosophy. Rather than having a single CIO, now Tradewinds has two CIOs, so they have a joint CIO structure. So how that structure is going to work and how the responsibilities are going to be divided between those two individuals is something that it will take some time to understand. So that's a firm that both Leith Wheeler and we will be keeping a close eye on.
The results of these visits will be reflected in our fund reports over the next few months. For more information, visit our website at www.morningstar.ca.